While creating the storage account, we have seen that we provide public endpoint or public access and then private endpoint or private access. So when you use private access, we can use the public subnet or the private subnet to connect to the storage account via the private link. But if you use public endpoint, we can leverage the public endpoint firewalls to decide from which network or which IP address we want the storage account to be accessed. So this is our storage account, and let's say there's a public endpoint, and we can apply the firewall rules in the public endpoint. The firewall rules would be attached to the public endpoint. First is the VNet rules, using which you can allow access from virtual network and subnets. That is the first public endpoint access. So any virtual network would be allowed to access via the public endpoint. Then you have IP address rule, which allows access from specific IP addresses. The reason we provide specific IP address, because if it is a public endpoint, anyone from internet can access it. If you want to make sure that only a few specific IP addresses are allowed, we can do that. And in case of internet, we cannot provide the network address, we'll have to provide the public IP address. Then we have the resource instance rule, which can be used to allow access from other Azure resources like Microsoft Fabric, Azure Data Factory, CustoDB, which is for streaming ingestion, Azure Synapse, Azure Search, and Azure AI/ML services. So we can use the firewall rules to allow other services also. These are the various different firewall rules. We have not seen it while creating the storage account, but we'll go ahead and see it now. And we'll do some hands-on exercises also. But if we want to allow some exceptions, we can do that also in the public endpoint firewall rule itself. So while creating the firewall rule, you can mention that these are the exceptions which should not be considered as part of the firewall rule. So if you have enabled something, if you have enabled, let's say, a virtual network, we can mention these resources should be exempted from those rules. So let's try to access the storage account. And what will I do is that I'll try to access the storage account from my laptop, from a public VM which you have created, Azure VM that is, and then the private VM. So these are the use cases for my laptop and public VM. We'll enable public access and then we'll enable from selected access, and we'll see whether we're able to upload some files or not. Similarly, we'll try to access storage account, upload files from public VM and private VM also using the private endpoint. So first is the public access and second is the private endpoint access. What I feel is that these should be the output. I have not filled up the final one. I forgot to do it. But anyway, this is what I think the output should be. You can verify it. You can take a look at it whether these are possible or not. But we'll go ahead and do it after setting up the public firewall rules. We'll see whether these outputs are matching or not. First, we'll do the exercise to upload files from my laptop, and I'm not going to download any file, because if I'm able to upload, definitely I'll be able to download also, because uploading is a write operation and downloading is a read operation. So the write operation is more restrictive. So if you're allowed to upload, definitely will be allowed to download also. Now let's try to cover all these use cases one by one in the hands-on.